This video will show how to make a slideshow using PowerPoint. It will have three parts to it. The first part is adding the slides to PowerPoint and being able to manually control the slide transitions. The second one is to put transitions in with specific intervals. And the third one is to create an MP4 video of the slideshow that you can play automatically. So we'll start at the first part. This assumes that you have PowerPoint installed on your computer and you're opening it. So right now you can see that there's nothing in this window. We're starting with a blank PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to go to Insert, Photo Album, New Photo Album. I'm going to select the location for the files that I'm interested in. This will be pictures, and I have a sample slideshow set here, so I'm going to select all of these photos from that folder and insert them and create. Once the slideshow is created, now I can we'll save this one. I'll just say sample slideshow. Okay, we'll save that. All right, so now I have a slideshow, and I can go into slideshow mode, and I can increment through the slides. Okay. So we'll go back to the top here. So that is basically how you would create a slideshow that you want to manually control. Now, if you want to have the computer control it, what we're going to do is select all of the slides. I'm using select the first slide, hold the Shift key down, and select all of the slides. And we're going to go to Transitions. And we're going to say, I'm going to use a fade transition between the slides. This will give a short fade, duration of 0.7 seconds, so it's a short fade. And right now I'm going to leave this on mouse click. Okay, so again, when I save this, now I can click through the slide, and I'll show you how that works here. So I'm going to go into slideshow mode. Okay, and I'll click. And with each slide, it'll click through like this, and there's a slight fade between each slide. Okay, so that's the way it looks. Now what I want to do is actually, instead of on mouse click up here on the right, I'm going to say after 5 seconds, and you can set this duration to whatever you want. This is going, hang on a second, I do have to select all the slides again. Let's make sure all the slides are selected, or it'll just apply to one slide. All right, so I'm going to make sure that my fade is selected, which it is. Okay, that's for all the slides. I'm going to say after 5 seconds. Okay, leave the duration the same. I'm going to save this. All right, so now when I go into slideshow mode, I don't have to control it at all. After 5 seconds, it's going to automatically transition from one slide to the next. Just like that. I'm not touching anything. Okay. After 5 seconds, it'll go through, and that's the way you automate the advanced slide advancing. So the next thing I'm going to do is, since I've set this up in PowerPoint, I'm going to take mouse click off. After I have set all this up, make sure that's applied to the whole thing. All right, I'm going to select all the slides now and go back into transitions. All right, select all transitions. Make sure fades are set. They are, the mouse click is off, and after 5 seconds. All right, so as demonstrated before, when I start the slideshow, they're going to advance every 5 seconds. What I want to do now is create a video. So I'm going to say File, Save a Copy. And one of the options I have here is MP4 video. This guy here. Okay. And when I save this, it's going to save my PowerPoint. You can see how it's exporting here. And save the PowerPoint, and now when I play it as a video, it's going to use the fades, and it's going to use the 5-second view for the between the transition. So that's the way that I would do it if I'm going to just play this through, and then usually a player that you'd use for the MP4 allows you to loop it, so you can actually have this continue to loop as required. So I'm going to pause the video for a moment and then come back, because you can see it's rendering here. And when I come back, I'll show you how that works. Okay, we're back. The rendering has completed, and as you can see in my file system here, the sample slideshow MP4 is 417 megs, so it's a fairly large file. And what I'm going to show you now is how that works. So I'm going to run that MP4. And I'll bring it up here. And you'll be able to see that it advances every 5 seconds. Just like I asked it to in PowerPoint. And I can loop that if I want to. So this basically will allow me to repeat. When it's done, it'll loop it. Okay, in this particular Microsoft viewer. But that's the way you would basically create a PowerPoint slideshow that you can turn into a video that you can basically run through with the transitions and display times that you set. Okay, I'm going to close that and close that. And I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Take care, and thanks again. Bye.